Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In my last video, I did an unboxing and a card review for the American Express Gold Card. Now, this card has a $250 annual fee, and in my opinion, the credits are a little bit hard to use. For that reason, I'm not going to recommend this card to, for example, my family and friends. However, if you're a credit card nerd like I am and you want to know how do you maximize the value of this card is really important because it gives you 4x reward points on dining and grocery stores. But how do you use those points to their maximum value? And in today's video, I'm going to show you how to redeem American Express reward points like a pro. A very quick recap of the card: it earns 4x AmEx reward points at restaurants, supermarkets, 3x on airlines, 1x on everything else, so don't use this card just for any other purchase aside from those three categories. $250 annual fee, but you get a $100 airline fee credit and a $120 dining out credit, and these are the locations that you can eat at. And how you redeem membership reward points is really important. If you try and go for gift cards, that's probably going to give you the lowest value. Statement credits is basically the cash out equivalent, which is a redemption rate of 0.006 cents for each one Amex reward point. Booking hotels and flights in the portals will give you a rate of 1 point to 1 cent. If you have the Charles Schwab Platinum card, you can transfer points to your brokerage account at a rate of 0.0125. But in today's video, we're going to talk about transfer partners, and specifically, I'm going to do an example with Delta. Just because I live in the Midwest and Minneapolis is my closest major airport, a lot of flights coming in and out are with Delta, and that's just who I'm most likely going to redeem my points with. These are all the transfer partners. When you go on American Express's website, just navigate to your rewards page and then click on transfers. It gives you all of the transfer rates. You know, for Aeroplan, it's 1,000 Amex reward points to 1,000 Aeroplan miles. Now, it's a lot. It's a lot to take in. You're going to have to go on each one of these individual sites to see which are the best deals you can get. Now, you just gotta think logically here. It depends on where in the world you live. Whatever the closest major airport is, who flies in and out of there? Do they have regular flights? If so, it might be worth creating a username, password, and account with Emirates, Skywards, or Hawaiian Airlines, or Air Club. I've never flown any of these airlines, but for the right deal, I definitely would. For the example of this video, we're gonna go on Delta's website, and we're going to try and book a round-trip flight from Denver to Tokyo. And what you need to do is select Shop with Miles, and my dates are flexible. This is really important because Delta is then going to give you a grid so you can see within basically a 7-day range of what has the best mileage redemption and dollar amounts. And sure enough, if you do some searching a couple months in advance, you will occasionally see crazy good deals, and the lowest that I can find is 30,000 points. And once again, this is with one stop from April 23rd to May 14th from Denver to Tokyo. I'm pretty sure that's over a 10-hour flight. And you got to remember, the transfer rate from American Express reward points is 1-to-1 for Delta SkyMiles points. You still have to pay taxes and fees. It says $60.95, but you were going to have to pay that anyways if you were to book the ticket outright. And the cash equivalent for this exact same flight is listed currently as $1,705. You might see where I'm going with this, but all you have to do is divide the dollar amount by the point total, and you'll get your redemption rate. And we're going to do that right now. So $1,705 divided by 30,000 SkyMile points equals a redemption rate of 0.0569. Now you have to remember, if you just take your points as a statement credit, the redemption rate is 0.006. For the Charles Schwab Platinum card, which is pretty good, you get 0.0125. But if you transfer your Amex reward points to Delta, then you would be getting a cash out equivalent rate of 1 point to 5.69 cents, which is really good. Just how good is it? You gotta do the math. Maybe doing math isn't your thing, but come on, it's potentially a free trip to Japan. So we're gonna use the example numbers from the last video I did on my American Express Gold Card. And once again, you should really only be using this card for dining out and grocery stores because it gives you that 4x multiplier. Me, as a single guy, I estimate that I spend about $300 on eating out and $300 on supermarkets, combined about $600 a month on food, which I feel like is a reasonable amount. And let's say I use the American Express Gold Card a couple times a year for domestic flights, totaling about $1,000. That has a 3x rate for an additional 3,000 points. So you take that total points that you expect to earn over the next 12 months, and you've got 31,800 points. Multiply that by our conversion rate of 0.0569, and you're basically getting back $1,809. Now there's a number on this screen I haven't shown you yet. How much did I expect to spend on restaurants and supermarkets and that $1,000 worth of flights? And I expect to spend about $8,200. But if I saved $1,809 towards Delta flights for a really cool trip, it's basically like I got 22% cash back equivalent on all my food purchases this year. It's really good. Just imagine, you know, every time you go to the grocery store and every time you eat out, you're just swiping your card, and it's basically like a 22% discount on the cost. Now, it's really fun to think that way, but you have to remember, you shouldn't be spending any more than you would have otherwise. If, for example, you say, oh, I'm earning 4x on dining out, I'm gonna go eat out every night so that I spend more money. Well, then you're not really saving money, are you? So it's important that you don't change your lifestyle habits. If you add this card to your repertoire in order to earn Amex reward points, you need to not overspend. And it's a charge card. Obviously, if it was a credit card, don't carry over a balance, don't pay interest to a bank. But if you just think about it, just using this card day to day, like you would have otherwise, you would get a free round-trip airfare trip to Tokyo, Japan from Denver, Colorado, which is insane. And the example I just gave you, there are lots of them with these other partners. People have a lot of good things to say about Aeroplan or British Airways or even JetBlue. And it's really important that you just do some research. You know, create a username, a membership reward number, log on to these sites, just play around with the user interface and say, what is the best value I can get for my American Express reward points? Okay guys, that's all I got for you today. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. In addition, consider subscribing to the channel. I am going to make some more videos in the future about how I use my American Express reward points. And if you have any questions or comments about this video, leave me one down below. I love hearing from you guys. And until the next video, take care.